No, stupid bats, move out of my. No, get out of the way. No, stop it. Uh, I just totally stepped in bat guano. All right. Well, anyway, welcome to Creature Madness, and I am Gus from Askewed Reviews. Now, if you don't happen to know what Creature Madness is, this was a creation by my friend Matthew over at Horror Madness, where he invited some of his friends to come together and create a little movie club. Now, what we do is each time around, we watch the same creature feature film, and then each of us does our own review on that movie. Now, beside myself and Matthew, the other members of this group are Ryan, Ashley, Amariah, Bambi, Jen, and Karen. And it was Karen's turn to choose the movie. And this time around, she chose the creature feature of Bats, the 1999 film directed by Louis Morneau. So it's been a really long time since I've watched this one. I think I saw it when it first came out, and then maybe when I was flipping through channels, I saw it on TV one time, but it's definitely been quite a while. I don't know if this is sad or not, but even though I realize that Lou Diamond Phillips has done a lot in his career, this is probably the movie that I think of first when I imagine him being in a movie. Now, just in case you haven't seen it, let me tell you about what the concept is. This movie takes place in the Texas town of Gallup. A few of the townsfolk get attacked by some creatures that end up being bats. Now, as no one in the area is very well versed in bats, the local sheriff, Emmett Kimsey, decides to reach out to some people who might know a lot more. This is where we meet our experts of Dr. Sheila Casper and Jimmy Sands, who decide to come to Gallup and figure out what's going on with these bats. Along with these experts, the government sends a few of their own, Dr. Alexander McCabe and Dr. Toby Hodge. Now, Dr. McCabe does end up revealing that he's the one who created these bats as they are genetically modified. It'd be one thing if these bats were just vicious, but no, they have been turned into some sort of bloodthirsty monsters that are just out to kill anything that gets in their path. So, can all of these experts and the sheriff figure out what to do about these bats? Because if they can't, the government has decided that they're just going to wipe Gallup off the map. So I wouldn't say that the movie is bad, but I also wouldn't call it good. It's kind of somewhere in the middle there. It doesn't have the best story, the acting is just kind of okay, but I would say its biggest benefit is it really does have that creature feature feel. Like, there were so many movies like this in the 90s that had these animal attack movies, and even the bad ones are still a ton of fun to watch, and I would put this one in that category. Another thing I do have to say is even though they are a little bit cheesy, the practical effects are pretty well done in this one also. So at least for me on my scale, I'm going to give Bats a 3 out of 5. If you'd like to check it out for yourselves, it's currently streaming for free on Tubi. Now, as a brief spoiler warning, I will tell you this is now going to be the part of Creature Madness where I go more in depth into the creatures from the film. I will say with this movie, there's not really much that I'm spoiling here. It's pretty easy to figure out. But just in case you haven't seen it before, feel free to go watch the movie and then come back and finish this video. Otherwise, come and join me on this journey as I tell you a little bit more about these bats. So, from my understanding, these are genetically modified bats that are now hyper intelligent and just absolute killing machines. They are going to go after everything they possibly can, whether or not it's for food, because they just take people out left and right. I'm pretty sure it was also mentioned in the movie that not all of these bats started off as the genetically modified ones, but like the ones that escaped kind of passed on what they had within them onto the other bats. I think it was something like that. So these bats are very vicious, very strong, and pretty big. I would say about the size of a dog. Like when you get a couple of them swarmed on someone, that person is almost entirely covered. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Creature Madness. If you'd like to see what everyone else did for their review on this film, just look up the hashtag Creature Madness. All right, see you later. Stupid guano! Oh, God, my back.